guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Cindy Siwelopa and I am back with another self-care. No, this is not a self-care video. This is a sit down girl talk. Grab your wine, grab your juice, grab your coffee and enjoy the show type of video. Please excuse, I know there's like a lot going on. Firstly, it's my lighting. I know it's bad. I have to settle for this, guys, because the only time I have proper lighting is if there's bad weather outside. So when it's raining or when it's partly cloudy, that's when I get to make proper videos with proper lightings that fly. And also I know that my skin looks insanely oily, but I'm just trying out this Nivea kit for black marks, removing black marks on the face. So I can't apply any makeup, I can't powder my face, I can't do anything to my face except Nivea stuff. Anyways, please enjoy the video. I know it's slightly not what I do, but it is because I do talk about like feminine type of things. Okay, let me close up my lips. So my periods have been fluctuating. So for like the past 2 months I love the sound of the birds on my background. So I'm getting my periods either early or late. So they've been like that for like the past 2 months, right? Cool, no problem with that. I don't mind getting my period late, I don't mind getting my period early, as long as I'm gonna end up getting them, as long as I'll get them, that's cool with me. So this one good month I was late again. It was fine, I had no problem with it. So on the days or like 2 days prior to my periods, I normally get like before I get my cramps, I normally get I don't know what to call it, but it's sort of like a movement on my abdominal, or it's like discomfort just before I get my period cramps. So on the day where I'm supposed to get those pains, those movements, those uncomfortability, nothing happens. I'm told next. Cool, I go to the gym, and mind you, already I'm late, right? So I go to the gym, guys. Like, I've been working out, or I've been gymming for like over a year now. I have never felt dizzy, I have never wanted to throw up, I have never had like bad headaches while exercising. It has never happened before. But this one day, it just I couldn't do any exercise. I couldn't complete doing any exercise because I was dizzy, I wanted to vomit, and I just had headache. So the guys at the gym were like, oh no, it's probably, did you eat in the morning? I was like, no, I didn't eat. They were like, oh, probably it's because of that. And I was like, yeah, maybe it is because of that. But deep down, like on the back of my mind, I knew that something was wrong. I knew that eating is not like the reason why I'm feeling like this. Cool, days went by, no periods, no sign of periods, nothing. My face is clear, my boobs are not saggy, they're not big, I'm not getting any constipation, there's like nothing. So on the day where I'm supposed to get my periods, like on the day where I normally get my periods, ever since they started like fluctuating, nothing happens. Then I started getting like weird cravings, guys. For breakfast I normally eat cereals or toasted bread, but this time I had the biggest craving on toasted bread. Like, I would eat it every single day, even 2 or 3 times a day. That's how much I enjoyed it, that's how much I loved it. And like when I was like going through those cravings, I didn't realize that there was something wrong. It was just missing. I enjoy toasted, I enjoy cheese, and I don't really like cheese, but during that period I loved cheese. So guys, fast forward the story. Now it's like 3 days before the month ends. So if the month ends without me getting my period, it means I skipped a month, which means I missed my periods, which means there's a greater chance or greater possibility that I'm gonna be a mom. Yay, these were the hardest times, these were the difficult days of my life. Anyways, so okay, now it was like 3 days before the month ended, and I was panicking and I was worried because I normally have my periods for like 4 days. Now it's 3 days, which means the other day is cancelled, which means chances I'm not gonna get my period. So I Following day, nothing is changed. Like my boobs are still the same, no cramps, nothing. Like all the things that happened before you get your period, nothing was happening on my case. Cool. So day 2 before the month ended, I woke up early in the morning, normally to study. Like at the time, that's when it started hitting me that I could be pregnant, and it started becoming real to me. So I got up in the morning, was around 12. Actually, I didn't get up at 12. I couldn't wake up. I couldn't sleep. Sorry. I couldn't sleep at night because it was just banging in my mind. It was just, I was panicking. I was scared. And that time I couldn't tell anyone because, people are going to know that the girl is active. So I got up. I didn't get up. I couldn't sleep. I went to bed around 8 up until 12. I couldn't sleep. So I got up at 12 to study. That's what I normally do. That's what I usually do. And when I got up, I felt a little wetness down there on baby girl. Then I went to the bathroom to check. There was nothing. My mind was just playing tricks with me. Guys, the mind is the devil. It is the devil. Was nothing. So I went, and so I remember just sitting down and thinking to myself, what am I going to do? What was an option? Of all things that I've thought, guys, I'm not lying. I swear I'm being for real. Termination was not an option for me. It was like, I was not going to, like, it was like the least of the things that I was thinking at the time. I wasn't worried about it. I know that even if I was pregnant, I was not going to do it. Okay. So I remember sitting down and opening my books to study, and I couldn't study. So I decided to text my boyfriend. Cool. He's going to be a baby daddy anyway, so he might as well jump in and, go in the situation with me and be stressed out as I am, worried like how I'm worried. So I texted him. Luckily he was up. At that time I think it was 2 a.m. And then I said, hey. He said, hi back. And I said, I didn't get my period. And so he saw the text and he did not reply immediately. And me just staring at on his account, just waiting for at least his typing or something. There was nothing. And that's when I knew that, oh God, it's happening. That's when I knew that, boom. And then his reply was, what do we do now? Guys, that was the end of me. I was finished at that moment. I wanted to vomit. I started feeling my boobs grow big, and I would have been happy if it happened like earlier or before I even told him about it, because then I would have assumed it's my periods. But now I understand that what people that are pregnant, their boobs do grow. So I was like, oh God, there's milk on my boobs. I wanted to vomit. I had a slight headache. Like all the pregnancy signs, I had them immediately after he texted me, what do we do now? Because normally he would be like after, like, I'll tell him that, oh, I'm late or whatnot, he'll be like, oh no, don't worry, nothing happened, blah 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 stuff. But now that he's also unsure, then who am I? So after he sent that text, I was like, what have I done? I'm broke. Let's start there. I am broke. I have my parents taking care of me. Like I can't afford things, okay? I can't afford. I'm broke, basically. I don't have money. I cannot afford to have a baby. I cannot afford to have a child, because how am I gonna take care of the child again? Exactly. So I started thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna make money quickly? How am I going to get a job before I tell my parents, or at least when I tell them I have a job, how am I going to balance school and work? All of those thoughts started coming to my mind. I started stressing out even more. I started panicking. And my boyfriend was like, okay, let's do this. Let me get a pregnancy test You do the test, and then we find out, and then we'll plan from there. At that point, I was like, oh my god, this is it. I promise you, I even felt the kick on my stomach. Already the baby was growing. Already it was not even a fetus anymore. It was a human being inside of me. So there was like our agreement. We FaceTime, and then we spoke about it further. We had made plans already on what needs to be done, on what are we going to do about it. I almost forgot this important parts, guys. So during the night, before me and my boyfriend FaceTime, this is what happened. I went to Google, the mother of the devil. Google is evil, guys. I promise you. Google will lie to you. Google will make the situation worse. Okay, so I went to Google. What is that? So I went to Google, and I was checking like symptoms or signs of pregnancy, and then like it say, how do you know that you're pregnant without taking a test? You know, all of those things. I was researching that. I don't remember exactly what I wrote, but yeah, along those lines. And what happened is I got like this website. Is it a website? Yeah, this website from Pampers. So basically, you give them the date you had your last period, and then the number of days before your cycle, I think, or your cycle day number. I don't really remember what it is. And then they do like a calculation for you, and then they'll tell you how far along are you. I was there, girl. I was in the queue. I did the numbers. I gave them the numbers. I gave them the dates, and they came back and they said I'm 4 weeks pregnant. They even said, okay, I'll just. What they even said congratulations. They had balloons and everything. There was nothing to why am armpits dark? There was nothing to congratulate. There was absolutely nothing to congratulate. Anyways, like guys, when I was on Google, when I was googling things, the only thing that Google told me was that I'm going to be a mother. That's it. They said there's a thing growing inside of me. Of all the things that I've searched, Google was against me. Shopping, guys. So fast forward the story, it was okay. He said I should wake him up at 8 a.m. so he can go to the pharmacy and then come to my house. Cool. I woke up, got my time, like when I'm not doing anything, when I'm just on my holiday mode. The time that I wake up on is 10 o'clock, like 10 a.m. That's when I wake up, unless I'm going to the gym or anything, but that's just my timing. That day I woke up, I probably slept at 5, and 7 a.m. I was up. I was ready to go. Like energies were high because I was uneasy. My body was very uneasy at the time. So I got up at 7 and I texted him. He was sleeping. How is he sleeping while I'm going through all these things? Anyways, it was 8 o'clock. He saw the text, was like, are you up already? I said, he said, okay, let me take a bath, then I'll go, then I'll come to your house. I was like, cool. 8 o'clock, he did that. So before he went to the pharmacy, he actually started to my place. So he came by and we discussed it further. It was like the most traumatizing thing for us. We were both scared. We did not know what to say to each other. We did not know how to look at each other. It was just, but guys, honestly, I'm happy that I actually went through that with someone, unlike being all alone, unlike feeling neglected or rejected or abandoned when things start going south. So then he actually came to ask me to go with him, and I was like, nope, I'm not going anywhere. I'll just sit here and wait. So he was fine. He went, and then he came to my house, and then he gave me the things, the two pregnancy tests. Now I had to test. I have never been so scared. Cool. I go to my mom's room because I felt like my mom was not at home. That room has more privacy than any other room in the house. So I went to my mom's room and I closed the door. I locked it. Then I did the thing. So I took, okay, after doing the thing, I didn't check. So I put it back on the box or in the package in which it came in. And then I went to my boyfriend and I gave it to him. And then he, guys, it's fun now that I'm telling the story, but when it was actually happening, so he looked at me and he was like, did you see? And I was like, yes. And then asked what happened, and I said, I'm pregnant. He took the box. He did not open it. He took the box. He stared at the box for a good minute before he said anything. And then oh Lord, oh, I'm so oily. And then he said no, but they said you must wait 5 minutes, because when we check after like few minutes it might be inaccurate. So after, if we give it more time, it will give us like appropriate or correct results. And I was like, cool, let's wait. At that time, guys, tears in my eyes. My heart was in my toe. If I trip once, I die. That was it. So we waited for that 5 minutes, I assume, I don't know. And then he checked it. So he also took it off the box, like he held it like this. So this was the box and then this was the test, and he didn't look at it. So he closed it with his thumb. He didn't look at it. He was like, can you check it together? I was scared. I was like, no, you look at it and you tell me. And then he said, okay, it's fine. So he looked at it and he bowed his head in a way. His head dropped basically. And when he did that, I had a panic attack, because wow. And then he said, look. And I looked and it was negative. We were happy that the test had said negative, but we had our doubts. Honestly, we didn't really trust it. So he had bought 2. So he asked me to like try the other one. And I was like, nope. If this one is inaccurate, is not accurate, then the other one's also gonna be, you know, the same. So how about we wait till tomorrow morning, and then, you know, and then we'll test again, and then we'll find out where we stand. Cool. So for the rest of the day, I was better in terms of panicking, in terms of worrying, in terms of stressing, but deep down in my mind I still had the thought of what if it was a mistake, what if this test is wrong, because it does say it doesn't give like 99.9% accurate results. So I woke up the following morning and I took the test again and it said negative. Then at that point I knew that I was not pregnant. My boobs were still growing. They were dramatically big and my acne was worse, and I did get like the cramps at the time. So I was like, at least there's a sign that I'm gonna get my period. And then so I was like late. I probably got them on the 31st, which is like the last day of the month, which is normal, which does happen. And I kind of read on things that could result to me getting like late periods while I'm not pregnant, which is stress, some medication, and what else. Yeah, you guys can read on that, but that is essentially my story. I almost died because I thought that I almost got away with it. That's actually, well, actually I did get away with it because your girl's now pregnant, so you know what it is. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've had any pregnancy scars, please leave a comment on the comment section down below. It's really nice hearing these stories. It's really funny, And if you have anything else to say, please on the comment section. I love you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It makes recording these videos worth it. Please like. In that way you increase the chances of the video being recommended and then more views. And then yeah, catch me on my next video.